Hello guys, today I want to show you something very special. I want to show you a sorting algorithm that I designed, or perhaps someone else designed, but I don't know. I programmed it half year ago, and now I will show you how I made it and how it works. It's called the SCSA sorting algorithm. It stands for switch changing sorting algorithm. My English is not the best, so please don't judge me by that, but let's go. We have the input box, and the output box is just for displaying of the numbers. I did some UI element, do some graphical stuff first to display the actual numbers that we want to sort. In the beginning, let's start an int array because we need some numbers to sort. We can write it like this and say something like do some random numbers in this array, but we want to edit the numbers by ourselves and not a random algorithm. So do some brackets and type some random numbers. I think that's enough. And now let's loop through this with a for each statement and write int I in numbers and say the input. That's the text box that I created for the input numbers, just to display how they look beforehand, and afterwards we sorted them. Let's say I.toString. We want a string, not an integer, because we want to code it clean, and a new line is also required. So now let's hit play and look at it. Yeah, actually it works. Here are all my numbers, not sorted yet, but that's what we are going to do now. First we need two functions. The basic principle works by two function. One is returning the highest value in an array, and the other is placing it in a new array. Let's start by creating the first function, that is the main component. I call it the SCSA. That's correct. We need some parameters. We need one array, the actual array that we want to sort, and that's I call input array. And also the program wants to something to return, so we create a new return array, and yeah, let's say the length is new int array input. Now this is done, but the way I choose is to get the highest number, and this is highest value, and close this up. We also create an integer for the value that we return. This is just my value, and it's default to 0. And let's say return value and close it up. We need some parameters. We need an int array also for my we need the int array that we want to sort. I call this input as well because input is nice, and we have our input. Okay, good. That's actually it. Now let's create the return for the highest value, because it's actually the most important part of the whole system. Int I in and do. Okay, let's say if the value, the last value, is lower than the ith, then value equals I. To understand it is actually pretty easy. We have this array and we loop through all numbers, and every time a number is bigger than the current highest value is get replaced, and so we can get the highest value in an array. That's actually pretty easy. I hope you understand. If not, leave me a comment, I will explain it to you. Yes, value is higher I than value equals I. I am thinking about, because we need to replace the old numbers that we don't need anymore. So now let's for loop, because now we need a for loop. We say the input dot length, and if input dot I equals the value that we mentioned earlier, it's going to be it's going to be 0, because we don't want this once more. Oops, I need to say that input dot the ith value equals 0. I know if there are two same numbers, it will replace both. So we just return, just write break, but we need some brackets, because else it will loop through all. Quick summary: we put an array into the machine, it gets the highest value, then the highest value gets replaced by 0, and we return the highest value. Now actually the only thing that we are going to need to do now is for, let's say, input dot length, input dot array, the no, we need to return array that I equals to the highest. Okay, let's do this very quick. Input array, because it's much cleaner, highest value, and we pass in the input array. I think that's going to work, or I made a mistake. We put the array into the machine. I hope that it is working. Now let's copy that and say not numbers but SCSA of numbers. Okay, let's hope that works. Maybe there's an error because I forgot something. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, it worked. First try, that's good. You see, it's perfectly working. We don't lose any numbers. We see now we can edit actually and try two numbers of the same value, like 54, and hit play. Yeah, you see the numbers don't change or get lost in the algorithm. We get every number sorted in the correct order. You can also do this the other way, but I don't want it to do now because I'm lazy as fuck. And yeah, you get the principle of an SCSA. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Leave a like if you really want to show your support, and you can also subscribe if you want for more videos. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.